So if you haven't seen already, it is official. John Marston is going to be in Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, we don't know the extent. We don't know exactly how much we will see him. We can only speculate on that part, but we will see him at least 1 or 2 times in the game. And in the trailer number 3, we actually saw him a few times. The most noticed one is obviously when he has a knife to his head. And for those maybe out there who cannot tell this is John Marston, if you actually compare the scars on this dude's face compared to John Marston in Red Dead Redemption 1's face, the scars are 100% the same. You can see someone actually circled all of them. So if you didn't believe it before, hopefully that shows that this is John Marston. One of the other times we actually see John in the trailer is actually right here, standing behind this woman, which we still don't know much about. But you can see him as a young man in the background. And what this does sort of confirm is on this picture that we got, I don't know, a couple of months ago, the guy on the left appears to be John Marston, and we can actually sort of round out all 7 of these characters. So if starting from the left, going to the right, we have John Marston, then we have Javier Escuela, Dutch, we have Arthur Morgan, the main character, Bill Williamson, and then these last 2, I don't believe we know their names yet, but someone said Blondie and then the Native. Now, judging on the trailer, it does look like Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to be a single protagonist story. We're not going to be going through a couple of them like in GTA 5. So hopefully that bodes well for the story. Now, speaking of the story, we actually got some new story details. So this is from Rockstar's official post. They said, after a robbery goes badly wrong in the western town of Blackwater, Arthur Morgan and the Vanderlyn gang are forced to flee. With federal agents and the best bounty hunters in the nation massing on their heels, the gang must rob, steal, and fight their way across the rugged heartland of America in order to survive. As deepening internal divisions threaten to tear the gang apart, Arthur must make a choice between his own ideals and loyalty to the gang who raised him. So it doesn't really sound like it's a clear-cut sort of bad guy or a good guy. It sounds like our protagonist here, Arthur, is sort of conflicted, and that's always good in terms of character development. Now, it does say Blackwater, and one interesting thing to note, in the trailer, it said this game is going to take place in 1899. Now, 2 things about that, and this is what really excites me. So in the trailer, we actually got to see Blackwater a few times, and I'll be going through some of these shots, breaking them down more in depth in about an hour or 2 in my full trailer breakdown. But you can sort of see a little comparison here between the trailer, what Blackwater looks like in 1899 versus what Blackwater looks like in 1911 in Red Dead Redemption 1. The other thing that really excites me about Blackwater and 1899, if you know the lore of Red Dead Redemption, in 1899, the Blackwater Massacre happened, and it was a bloody gunfight that took place obviously in the town of Blackwater, and no one really knows why this gunfight happened. The only thing people knew is that it involved several lawmen and outlaws, and that kind of excites me because maybe that's where this game takes us. I don't know if it maybe starts us in Blackwater, in the Blackwater Massacre, or if it maybe ends with the Blackwater Massacre, but I feel like that's going to be a really, really awesome point that plays out in this game. Now for some extra stuff, this is what the cover art is going to look like. So if you were curious, there you go. And then tomorrow there'll be even more information coming out, and I'll be doing full videos on every bit of information that does come out. But starting tomorrow on IGN and a bunch of other people's websites at 7 a.m. Pacific, which is 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central, that's when the press embargo ends, and these websites can give us a lot more information on the game. So once that happens, be sure to check out my channel because I'll consolidate it all into 1 or 2 videos, and we will find out what we should be expecting from this game, you know, in a couple of months. But what do you think about Red Dead Redemption 2 so far? Are you excited for John Marston and maybe for this Blackwater Massacre? Like I said, be sure to check out the breakdown in about an hour or 2 because I'll be going over everything you probably missed in the trailer because there are some slight details and things that you may not have noticed, but I'm definitely excited and I can't wait to find out even more tomorrow. So thank you all for watching. Please drop a like if you did enjoy, subscribe for more awesome GTA and Red Dead Redemption 2 content. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.